Made it! Ha! Let's go! Oh! All right! Oh, secret. Cha. Let's go. Oh. Yo. Let's go. Oh. Let's go. Cha. Let's go. Ah. Oh. Cha. Ah. Yes, I'm a winner. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Ha! Yeah, yo, yeah. Let's go. What? Phew, made it. Oh. Yo, let's go. Cha. Yo. Let's go. Cha. Ah. Yes, I'm a winner. Ha! Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yes, I'm a winner. Yeah. Ho ho! Yo! Wow! Whoa! Whoa! Yes, I'm a winner. Yeah. Ho ho! Wow!
Luigi!
Let's go! Ho! Yeah. Huh. Yo. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, yeah. You made it. Cha. Let's go. Wah-ha. Huh. You made it. Let's go. Yes, I'm a winner. Wahoo!
Luigi! Help! Thank you.
What? Oh, yeah. Finer. Yahoo! Oh yeah. Woohoo! Wow. Come on. Okay. Woohoo! Wow. Let's go. Okay. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Wow. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Let's go! Wah! Wahoo! Ha! Phew! Made it! Whoa! Let's go! Cha! Ha! All right! Ha! Oh, secret. Shh. Ha!
Help!
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't really say welcome to the NSLU round 2 match between Mchan and Nivadra, because it's kind of been happening already for a little bit. But thank you for letting me join the commentator's booth a little bit late. I had some things I was preoccupied with, but people wanted a commentator just for the little bit of time that we had at the end. And so here I am, pleased to serve, excited to see the match. I heard rumors that the last match was pretty darn close, was told it was a 13-second gap. Kind of insane. And here we are at game 2. I'm really excited to see what's going to end up happening for both of these runners and see what game 2 has in store. And Mchan's stream is completely frozen, and I hope that's not an issue on his end. And I have no clue how I would fix it if it's a my fault thing. Anyway, holy crap, Nivadra getting the new advanced movement in 5-1, getting a perfect 81. For those that don't know, it was discovered recently that you can do momentum conservation in this level, allowing you to move across the vines a lot quicker and save over 2 seconds in this level, and making the best in-game time go from a 78 to an 81, and Nivadra was able to pull it off flawlessly. And he'll be moving on to 8-3. And Mchan's stream is still nowhere to be found. Oh, there we go. Mchan's stream is now working. Looks like he's very close race. He's probably... oh, but their streams are off sync as well. I'd say probably about a 5 to 10 second gap, though. Realistically. Meanwhile, 5-3 is a pretty basic level. Nothing too exciting going on here. Nothing out of the ordinary. I will say there are a couple slightly tight jumps that you can make. One of which is there's a triple jump around like the first at the end of the first third of the level, and then there's also a bit of a tight jump where you have to jump in between some single blocks near where the last star coin is. Not particularly challenging, but definitely some jumps to look out for, and definitely an easy way to lose about half a second. And we'll be moving on to 5-tower skip. Knowing the confidence of these runners, I am sure that there's not going to be an issue. Nivadra also going for left side. That's going to save him half a second compared to... oh, wow. I almost thought he didn't get it, but he did just get it very well. Shoutouts to Nivadra for left side. And Mchan, and yeah. Wow, this is actually a really close race. Mchan also getting a pretty flawless right side 5-tower skip. And really, this could go to any racer. I mean, both of these players could make small errors and basically just give it to the other player. It'd be kind of insane.
Yes, I'm a winner.
Very good boom fights from both players, though. And we'll be watching another cutscene and moving on to 5 Ghost House pretty shortly here. I'm sure you're all aware of how long these cutscenes are. So I'm sitting here doing a lot of waiting as I wait and see the actual gameplay action. I'd say there's probably only about 15 minutes of gameplay, despite this being about a 26-minute run. If I had to guess, there's a lot of cutscenes in this game. That take a long time. Go ahead and check the split times for each of these racers at the end level, just because I'm curious to see how far apart both of these racers are. And my stream started buffering, so I completely missed it, so I have no clue. That's unfortunate. We'll catch it in 5 Secret and see how far apart. Because I know that there's about a 4-second delay between each of the racers, and so I'm curious to see if there's actually any difference between these runners, or if they're actually pretty darn close.
Let's go.
And moving on to 5 Secret. One thing I should note, in case you guys haven't noticed already, is that both of these players are running on the Wii U version of the game, rather than the Switch version of the game. And the reason, usually if you're playing the Switch version of the game, you would not be playing as Nabbit here in this level. But the cool thing about the Wii U version is that it wastes no time to switch to Nabbit, simply because all you have to do is press and hold one of the bumpers on the gamepad in order to switch to Nabbit for any level. And so, because Nabbit has a faster pole sliding animation, if there's a level that takes the same amount of time with Nabbit as it does for Luigi, then both players, then it's actually going to be faster to use Nabbit because it'll take the same amount of time and you'll get a faster sliding down the pole. But I'll go ahead and check the fade out time for both of these racers at the end and see what happens.
Ha!
Fade out time for Mchan is a 10:20 basically. That's like very close. They're maybe like a half a second apart. This is actually a really close race. Really exciting to watch.
Let's go.
This could go either way. Even just the slightest screw up is going to cause both of these. It's going to cause one runner to easily take the lead.
Ooh.
Oh no, Nivadra's going to go for... Well, if he can get it, this could put Nivadra slightly ahead, which in a race like this would be influential. It's important to note that it is... Oh my gosh, he's going to get it. No way.
Made it.
Holy cow. So, I should note that it is possible to, as Nabbit, do this level incredibly fast, as you saw with Nivadra. Most people do this with Luigi, simply because it's a lot easier of movement, because the acorn allows you to fly, so it's a lot safer of movement. But Nabbit not only does this level a little bit faster, because he allows you to get a 76 on the timer, as opposed to a 75 with Luigi. Again, the pole sliding animation is going to cause Nivadra to come out slightly ahead. So I wouldn't be shocked if Nivadra's ahead by about half a second at this point. I think Nivadra was probably behind by about half a second, and I think he's going to pull slightly ahead of Mchan due to him using Nabbit in that level.
Oh. Yo. Let's go.
We're going to go ahead and be moving on to 7 Tower, and I think at this point we're definitely going to see a clear victor as to who's going to be in the lead versus not in the lead, because this level has a boss fight that is heavily influenced by RNG. And so because it's heavily influenced by RNG, one player could get really good RNG and the other player could get absolutely terrible RNG. And so we'll definitely be able to see, I think, there is the rare chance that they could be the same, they could get the exact same RNG, and it's not really going to make much of a difference. But I would not be surprised if we see one of the players getting worse RNG than the other, causing a clear victor after this. It would be very insane to see a race lost solely to RNG. With the way these racers are playing right now, I would not be shocked if the race comes down to solely RNG. That would be kind of insane, though. 59 doors from both players. Wow, Mchan barely sliding in there,
Yeah.
and he's gonna get all 3 hits just fine. Wow, that was actually those are both really good RNG patterns. I'm not sure that that's going to cause much of a difference. Fade out of 53, roughly. I think Nivadra's ahead by about a second. Both players getting very decent RNG. I would say that Nivadra's ahead by probably 1 second. And I would say that that 1 second comes from the fact that he nailed 7-1 with an Abbott movement, which is about a half a second faster.
Let's go.
And I did not catch what Mchan's 5-1 IGT was because his stream froze, but I know that Nivadra got an 81, so that also might have contributed to it. Meanwhile, 7-Ghost House, not a very hard level. We do this level as Nabbit. It's going to save us about a second over the Switch version, simply because you can grab. It should be noted that the best IGT you can get in this level is an 88, and you cannot get fireworks as Nabbit. Fireworks occurs when you get 2 digits, when the last 2 digits of the timer are equal. Then you get fireworks and you get a special power-up. It's a great way to get a backup acorn if you're worried about losing your acorn due to losing your power-up for some reason later on in the run. And so it's good, therefore, you'll see a lot of runners intentionally go for 77s on the timer to get an extra acorn. But generally, if you're wanting to go as fast as possible, you're generally going to want to avoid getting fireworks. And so both of these runners are going to do their best to make sure that they're not getting fireworks, because both these players are probably not going to need the backup acorns, considering their skill levels. Both players going for the advanced 7C movement, saving a second over the beginner route, or beginner movement. You'll see a lot of players get a 73 door for the boss. Both of these players got a 74 door by manipulating the seconds. Very solid Ludwig fight. Not much to comment on here. I think Nivadra's still ahead by probably about a second, though. We'll check the fade outs. 48 fade out for Mchan. 46.5 fade out for Nivadra. He might be about a second. Nivadra might actually be about a second and a half ahead. Possibly. A definite lead to Nivadra, though. And of course, obviously, don't take what I'm saying for granted. I'm not frame counting this. I'm obviously just eyeballing everything. But if I had to guess, it's roughly about a second to a second and a half of a lead that Nivadra has.
Whoa.
Going ahead and moving on to Airship. We'll see, I'm sure both these players will absolutely nail the Airship Skip here. It's actually very easy to do this trick. You just simply have to do 2 full jumps, which you'll see them do here. Mchan nailing this flawlessly, and same with Nivadra. Nivadra's kind of playing out of his mind right now. Nivadra's kind of been, for those that don't follow, Nivadra was originally a New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe speedrunner, and in about the last 2 months, he's been kind of popping off as a runner, getting some pretty insane times in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Picked up this tournament out of nowhere. He was the one he's the reason that I'm actually in this tournament. I wasn't even considering picking up this game and winning this game at all. And he was like, yo, I'm doing it, so why don't you just do it yourself? And I was like, well, fine. And he's the reason I got into this game. No way Nivadra just lost Acorn. That is going to cost him his lead, and may or may not have just cost him the entire race. That is an unfortunate time loss. We're going to be hoping... the only way Nivadra's going to be able to win this is if he can hope that Mchan somehow massively screws up. Almost dies from Bowser Jr. pushing him off. Commentator's curse, guys. I literally just talked about how bad Nivadra has been popping off the last couple of months. And right as I say that, he loses Acorn. It's commentator's curse. If I was Savage, I would even say it's revenge for the number of times he's nailed commentator's curse on me when he's commentated my races, which has happened many a time.
Ho-ho!
So if anything, I'll call it payback. But maybe that's not the nicest thing to say. That was definitely on a very good pace, though. And I'm curious to see how Nivadra is going to choose to back this up. My guess is he's probably going to intentionally go for a 77 in 8-4. Because I think a 77 in 8-4 would be faster than going back to 1-1. I could be wrong on that, though.
Luigi!
But considering the fact that you'd have to tape the pipe to go back to World 1, and then catch Nabbit, and then teleport back to Peach's Castle, I feel like it would just be better if you just waited for the 77, and you wouldn't have to be waiting that long, maybe only 10 seconds. Actually, probably less than that, because Nivadra doesn't have Acorn, so he would be doing really fast movement anyway. I mean, it's not over yet. You never know what Mchan could screw up, but it's very possible Nivadra just threw a Game 3 with that mistaken Bowser Jr. Very good RNG from Mchan getting right side. Getting right side RNG. So he'll be getting a 75.
Ha!
We'll see if Nivadra gets the same godly RNG. He does.
Yeah! Yo!
How's that?
Yeah! Ha! Let's go!
Meanwhile, Mchan is moving on to 8-4. This is one level that could potentially be a big screw-up. Everything happens so fast, you could pretty easily lose Acorn here if you mess up a cycle. He is nailing cycles, though. Yeah, this is gonna look like a not as optimal movement. You can get an 89 in that first pipe. So unfortunately, but he unfortunately did not get that 89, but definitely remained with Acorn, so that's good. Meanwhile, Nivadra is probably going to be going for Acorn here. Barely dodges that meteor. Holy cow. Barely dodges that meteor, too. That was actually very good movement for not having any sort of anything. And he's probably going to be waiting here, yep, for that 77. So he'd be getting that Acorn. Meanwhile, Mchan having a very solid elevator skip. Very easy to get an elevator skip here compared to NSMBU, where it's a literal nightmare. I'm gonna need a death from Mchan to even see any hope of a win. Because Mchan's finished with Elevator by the time Nivadra's going into Elevator, so at this point, Nivadra's a whole level behind due to that mess up. We'll see Mchan's movement. We'll see what he does. That's really solid. 88 door from Mchan. That's the best you can get, I believe, for that level. That is pretty crazy. Mchan's probably going... Mchan can miss a couple. Bowser can mess up the clown car movement a lot here. He's got a pretty sizable lead right now. So he could even miss getting Bowser Jr. and still probably have a dub.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
Center switch for Mchan. Oh no, wasting 0.3 seconds or something ridiculously small. Actually, that was pretty much right side. What am I talking about? I'm an idiot. Nivadra getting an 86 store, so he's already down 2 seconds over Mchan. We'll see if Mchan manages to take a death here. There is a chance. He could take a death here. It's not looking good, though.
Luigi! Help!
Sitting on the edge of their seat, waiting to see if Mchan takes the fall. Fireball skip. Nails fireball skip, nails the first hit on Bowser. And has got the setup for skipping this cycle. He could still mess up the movement here, but he's nailing the movement. Not going to be missing that second cycle. Pounding down. Loses Acorn. It really doesn't matter unless he gets hit out of the clown car right here. If he doesn't get hit out of the clown car, it's not going to matter. And he's not going to get hit out of the clown car. GG's to Mchan. Tying his PB. Tying his PB that he sent earlier. He sent in the Discord earlier, he sent in the Discord link earlier that he got a 26-11, and there we go.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
Oh.
GG's to Mchan.
Thank you.
Very solid race. Should be getting a ping from the bot soon.
What? Oh, yeah.
Commentators frantically messaging the racers to see how we can get them into the interview. Commentator actually is an idiot and remembered that he got the Discord invite link sent to him, so I can send the Discord invite link. Sending that to Mchan and then hitting that up with Nivadra. Is that Mchan?
Yes.
What is up, Mchan? How you doing? You popped off today, dude. That was an amazing second race. You were all in the Discord server earlier today. You were all like, man, I wish I was recording that 26-11. And there you go with the 26-11.
I think that was a 10 though, because I saw the 10 when I tried.
It might have been
split.
a 10. Yeah, Moz will have to retime that. But you have it live on footage, so you'll be able to retime that. Definitely was either 26-10 or 26-11. Easily.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when my stream disconnected for a little bit there, but thankfully I was local recording. so I'll be able
Oh,
to...
good. I was gonna say, if you weren't locally
Yeah.
recording, I did forget that happened. It was already so close at the
Yeah.
end, I had forgotten that even was a thing. Okay, because your stream went down, I never got to see, did you get an 81 in 5-1?
Yeah, I did.
Game 2? You did get an 81, so that means
Yeah.
no time lost. Nivadra, my boy. What happened?
Dude, Bowser Jr. messed me up so hard.
I was literally, for the number of times you've commentators cursed me, I was literally talking about how you've been popping off in just the speedrunning community the last 2 months. And right as I get done talking about that, of course, that's when that happens.
Come on, why you gotta do
This
me
is
like
hilarious.
that?
I know. Well, this is me getting back to you for all the times you've done it to me. So
I mean,
it's only fair.
but ouch.
Since
was
you weren't
insane-
there for...
No, go ahead, Mchan.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Since you weren't there for game 1, I just wanted to say that game one was kind of dumb on my part because I played every single thing. I did every single thing really well up until the third hit of Bowser, and I choked really hard. And then
Really?
it was just very strange to me because I wasn't even nervous at all coming into the Bowser fight, and then I just choked it. And then right at that moment I peeked at Nivadja's screen and I was like, oh god, he's gonna beat me.
Yeah, that was I
that
didn't
was
catch the end
close.
of that because I had the stream up while I was in class. Don't tell teacher. But I did see that, and that was the 13-second gap. That's kind of insane. Nivadra,
Yeah.
how are you feeling? Because I just want you to know, not to make you feel bad or anything like that, not to rub it in your face, but you were definitely about 1.5 seconds ahead of Mchan going into Airship.
Yeah, dude, I felt like I was on world record pace for... Actually, no, never mind. I take that back. But yeah, I was slightly ahead of Mchan for the majority of the run up until
Yeah.
Bowser Jr.
I think
Were
what
they
the
ahead,
big
or were our timers just slightly desynced?
your timers were slightly desynced, but I was eyeing up your fade out times. And it was roughly about 1 second to 1.5 seconds that the Nivadra was ahead of you by coming out of 7
Yeah,
seats.
because I was looking at Nivadja's screen on game 2 and just saw how close it was, and I was thinking, I have to not mess up anything here. I saw that he had a faster Kamek than I did, despite both of us having a 1 cycle Kamek on this race.
Yeah,
And
it
I
was
was
a slow
like,
cycle.
and
Both got really good
we
Kamek
both got
RNG.
really slow 1 cycles. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was 2 for 2 for 1 cycle Kamek, surprisingly. Yeah,
I think what did it to bot Nivadra over you was the fact that he chose to go Nabbit in 7-1 and nailed that movement, which saved probably about 0.5 second over you.
Yeah, I went
And that was his
1-2.
Yeah, that was his big time save over you.
Yeah.
That got him that lead.
Oh man.
Well, GG's to the runners. Nivadra, you'll be moving down to the losers bracket, but you've got a chance to redeem yourself, and I'm sure you will, knowing you as a runner. We'll see you back.
Watch me.
You're
The
coming
god of
back.
losers coming your way.
you played really well both games, so you
Yeah.
definitely have a chance to move up in second chance round 2.
Definitely was probably the best match we've seen so far this tournament. Congratulations to both of you guys. Very close match. All of us sitting on the edge of your seats. Do you guys have anything you want to say before I end stream?
I was thinking of something funny, but I got nothing. What about you, Mchan?
Well,
Only sadness from Nivadra.
yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. We apologize that there wasn't a commentator for the entirety of game 1, but I hope you guys enjoyed both races anyway.
I should also note, thank you for letting me join commentary late. And everyone in your chat, if you're still here, would you please give shoutouts to Mchan in the chat? He is, if you do not know, the organizer of this tournament. And he's been doing a very good job keeping everything organized, making sure everyone's ready for their matches, giving warnings ahead of time, keeping us updated. And I think he's doing an absolutely fantastic job. And I wanted you to know that, Mchan. And I wanted the chat to make sure that we recognize you for the effort that you've been putting in. So thank you for all of this.
Thank you. I'm glad everybody who's been a part of this is enjoying this so far.
Mm-hmm. And with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close off stream. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for another match later on. Take care, everyone. Bye for
Bye,
now.
everyone.
Yes. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay. I can't tell if the stream is over, so I'm just gonna nod into my